This is an incredible group right now. Jaden Nelson, Brian White, and Gall. These are the three players that lead this team. He's going to be impactful.
With Barry there in the starting lineup, you do have Christian Ramirez as well as Marco Royce.
But first, they've got to try to get through Vancouver Whitecaps.
There's the whistle. First half action underway, and the Galaxy sending it from left to right across your screen in the all-dark kits. And you made a slight mention to it in our opening segment that obviously 50-plus goal contributions missing for the Galaxy. Good early foray out in front. Adekube! He had one last year against LA, and he opens the scoring 2 minutes in this afternoon. What a dream start for the Whitecaps. You couldn't have drawn it up much better, partner.
And look at this run through the midfield. No one tracking him. He's able to get his head up. And it's that cutback. It's a redirection from Micevic. And there's Adekube right in the right spot. And all he's got to do is tap that one in. Not a lot of work. And just a phenomenal run from Pedro Vite. Left alone.
Gall will not run out of space. He's able to get to it in time in the early service. Finds the gloves of Novak Micevic. Good turn in the middle center circle there by Elijah Winder. Wide now for Fagundes. Cross headed away by Berhalter. Vite at the edge of the 18 to corral it for Vancouver. And now Laborda will thump it out towards midfield. White on the receiving end on the pass from Ryan Gall. Nelson making the streaky run. Nelson still on his feet. Nelson to make it two, and a big save from Micevic, and the Galaxy needed it.
Yeah, the Galaxy bailed out once again, and it's just from pure effort. Galaxy overcommitting in key moments. See there with Mayu Yoshida.
Barry trying to attack the direct ball through, and with Takaoka trying to use his feet just outside the edge of the 18.
Arriving a little late, and this is a phenomenal ball. And just again, Jaden Nelson a little bit. That means somebody else is open. When you've got that many playmakers and that many star players that can deliver, it becomes very hard to create a game plan that's succinct and consistent.
For a moment, but able to regain it. Now some width for Fagundes. Top of the 18, going to call his own number, and Takaoka had to make sure that was going wide. Meanwhile,
see what we can do here.
Second corner of this opening half for the Whitecaps. And again, it's Berhalter to deliver. Back post ball this time. Headed just wide.
Those attacking options are going to come from. I think that question still remains. You obviously have Peck on the field, but when you don't have all of those tools, it just means you really have to hone in on Peck and try to close off those gaps. And if you can do that, you can neutralize a lot.
And then a 4-2 victory down in Southern California in September. So the teams produced goals in both of their affairs in 2024. But right now, a little tighter. Barry, did he get away with a push right there? Takaoka out to get it. Peck with a chance to equalize it. He does! There was some contact inside the area. Takaoka could not clear. And Peck opens his 2025 goal-scoring account to bring this one level at 1.
Yeah, and that's a great little diagonal run from Winder. Releases this one. They just get tangled up. We'll see if there's any contact in there. But look at Peck. Just picks out the corner with three players blocking the goal line. And Miguel Barry does great to just keep that play alive. Phenomenal finish. But it all starts with those dynamic movements from the team to free up some space. Then that secondary run comes, where now you're able to start probing and building up into some sort of attack.
Cerrillo got a piece of the ankle against Diego Fagundes, now in his 15th MLS season, to deliver the free kick all the way to the far post. Centering ball, and it goes just wide. Garces lined it up with his left foot. It was deflected on the way in. The sideline, see if they use it here. In onto the near post. Flicked across toward the back post, but nobody home. Secondary ball picked up by Ocampo for Matias Laborda out in front. No touch there for Blackman, who finds the gloves of Micevic. Here is the aforementioned Nelson. Trying to use his dribble, knocked off of his stride. And this time it's going to be Diego Fagundes. He's showing the yellow here in the 52nd minute.
I think they can be far more effective, but still struggling with a clear way in which they're going to break down that first line of pressure to get a little higher.
1v1 matchup here for Nelson. Past the first challenge, second ball in, kept alive. In the first 2 weeks of the 2025 campaign, as Peck goes down, and the Galaxy would pick up their first points of this year. Agundez putting some air underneath it, looking for Maya Yoshida. Good ball into the back post. He heads it back across. Agundez with the follow-up chance, and he clipped it almost perfectly, but always rising up and over the bar. We'll try and see if he can bring a spark here in the closing minutes of the half. Peck from long distance, but right at Takaoka. Portland getting a free kick goal in the 89th minute to earn their first win of 2025. Might we see something here this afternoon? What a ball in front! And on cue, it's Brian White that delivers! A perfectly weighted ball, and the 29-year-old U.S. international striker on the back post to nod it home, and Vancouver take the lead once again.
Moment. Look at Brian White in the box. It's 3 against 2 in the setup of this moment. And you can see the Galaxy talking who has who, but it's still 3v2. Brian White slips off the shoulder of Zanka, who has to go to the near post with the runner, and he's left alone and just has to redirect that into the goal. Well timed, a phenomenal ball. And Brian White rewards him with an assist and a lovely little goal here in the closing moments of this match. A huge one for Brian White. 2-1.
Yoshida trying to thump it long. Instead, it is the final whistle. And Vancouver, in their home opener, find a way late in the match by one of their leaders.